Alex Gleitman here with Buckeye Scoop, second edition of Around the Oval. We have Ohio State 2021 running back commit, five-star prospect, TreVeyon Henderson, in the house with us today. TreVeyon, how are you doing? How have you been doing during the quarantine, you and your family?
Me and my family have been doing great.
That's good to hear. I know it's been a tough time for everyone really, but specifically athletes not being able to, train with your teams and go to gyms and things like that. How have you been able to, just kind of keep in shape and continue to get ready for the season that's coming up?
I've been working out about 2-3 times a day each week, to be honest. That's all pretty much. I run track. I still run track. That keeps me in shape. I lift weights, and then I do football later on. So it's like 3 workouts a day.
Crazy. It might even be more than you'd be doing normally, but glad to hear, you've been keeping in shape and getting ready for what will hopefully be an upcoming season. Definitely pulling for that. But, talk a little bit about, I think, a lot of people during this quarantine, a lot of recruits like you, maybe moved your timeline up a little bit once you realized you weren't going to be able to take visits for a while. Maybe everyone wanted to take another round of visits before making a decision, but you decided pretty early during the quarantine and during this whole COVID-19 thing that you were going to make your decision and commit to Ohio State. I know you had never been to Columbus. Just talk a little bit to us on why you were able to come to that decision without ever having visited campus and why Ohio State.
I built a great relationship with Coach Alford, Coach Day, and Coach Al over the quarantine break. And pretty much they sent me so much about the school, what the football team is like what the program is like, and I pretty much loved it overall, especially like the brotherhood, like the family type vibe that they share, real life Wednesdays, how they set their players up for whatever they want to do in the future, and how they get their players to the NFL. So pretty much everything about it is the reason why I committed.
Definitely. And, I'm sure having the chance to come in and contribute early as a true freshman was appealing. Obviously, Master Teague is going to be a junior this year. Trey Sermon is going to be a senior. There's obviously guys like Steele Chambers and Marcus Crowley and things like that. But what has Coach Alford told you about the opportunity to come in and make an impact right away?
He talked to me a lot about that. He talked to me like how his running back room is not as strong. It's like they're short in numbers because a lot of players had got injured like that, and then some players graduated. And plus he lost that running back that he was supposed to get last year. I think Bajan, I forgot how to pronounce his name. So yeah.
Yeah, I think Bijan Robinson is who they thought they were going to get, and they didn't end up getting. But yeah, I mean, they got you, they got Evan, and that's the other thing I was going to ask you about. There's 2 of you guys in this class. I think you both bring different skill sets to the table a little bit.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about your relationship with Evan and how you envision kind of being a 1-2 punch for the Buckeyes during your careers.
Yeah, me and Evan, we built a great relationship. We always play the game at night together. So we got a great relationship, and I think we'll be a great duo at the Ohio State University. I mean, we're both fast. He's better. I think he's better at catching out the backfield too. So we're both great running backs.
That's awesome. And Ohio State wanted to take 2 running backs in this class. They got both of you guys locked up. They don't have to worry about the position. But a lot of people are starting to say, you haven't visited Ohio State yet. Once things open up, you might be taking visits and, looking elsewhere, and you may not end up at Ohio State. I wanted to give you a chance to kind of set the record straight and let everyone know what your thought process is as far as other visits and your commitment status and things like that.
So first, I would not be taking any visits. I don't plan on decommitting from the Ohio State University. I don't hit up other schools. Other schools don't hit me up because I don't hit them back when they do. So all of the rumors that said I've been looking at this school, that school, it's all false.
I think Ohio State fans are definitely going to be happy to hear that and get you on campus finally for your real visit and not a virtual visit when all this thing ends. But I do want to talk a little bit about your guys' recruiting class. We mentioned you and Evan. Those are 2 great pieces, but there's 19 commits in this class that's ranked number 1 in the country right now. And I don't see Coach Day and the staff slowing down anytime soon. How does it feel to have that #1 recruiting class in the country and to be a part of such a great group coming in? How important was that to you in your decision and being comfortable with the school?
It's very important knowing that we're getting such great players that I can go up against in practice and help makes me better. That way, when we play these good teams, like it's pretty much none to me because I'm going against the best of the best. So, and yeah, this class is special. We're building a very special class. We're definitely going to win a couple of national championships.
That's, again, something fans love to hear. And I see you really active on Twitter, always commenting when guys get offers or trying to recruit other guys, throwing out some steak emojis, things like that. Just talk a little bit about who are some of the guys you're focused on trying to get to help you guys round out, first class 21.
So we're focused on getting Emeka, JC, JT, and we're trying to get that linebacker that's committed to LSU.
Rajon Davis, yeah.
Yep.
Nice. I mean, that's a good group, and that would certainly not only maybe cement you guys as the #1 class in this cycle, but maybe give you guys the best class of all time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit. Who, in your opinion, who do you think is going to be the next guy to commit to Ohio State for your 2021 class?
The people I named, mainly JT, JC, and Mecca, I don't think they'll be committed anytime soon. What I'm hearing from other people. So I'm not sure for real. We're probably a cornerback, one of the cornerbacks that everyone be mentioning. Probably one of them will be committed sometime. So I'm not sure yet, but I hope so.
Definitely. And, you mentioned cornerback, and it kind of triggered something in my memory. I remember originally when you burst onto the scene, a lot of people were thinking about you as a DB, and then kind of, I think last year's high school season changed everyone's mind a little bit. Talk a little bit about that if you can, and why do you think some people thought you would end up playing defensive back, and what makes you such a good prospect that Ohio State wanted at running back?
So mainly my freshman and sophomore year, I was very, very good. Well, I'm still good at DB, but I was pretty good at DB. I mean, freshman year playing varsity, I had 80-some tackles and 2 interceptions. Sophomore year, I had 60, 50-some tackles, 3 interceptions, something like that. So most schools were recruiting me for DB at first. And then late in my sophomore year, I started playing running back, and I had 2 long touchdowns, and that's when I started blowing up for running back. And then my junior season, I ended up scoring all these touchdowns. More schools started wanting me for running back. And then as soon as you know it, all the schools wanted me for running back.
That's pretty crazy that, you don't have that much experience at running back and you're as good as you are. That probably tells, the staff's probably looking at it oh, his ceiling is so high because he still has so much to learn about playing that position. What do you feel that you do well? And then what do you feel are those things that you do need to kind of fine tune and get better at?
Some things that I do really good is my vision. I'm able to see, once I see a hole, I'm able to hit it, and I hit it hard. I'm very explosive. I got a lot of power. I can run through tackles, run through a lot of people. Something I can, and I'm good at catching out the backfield. I'm good at running routes, catching out the backfield. Some things I need to work on a little more, probably say blocking schemes, pass protection, being able to lead block, things like that. That's what I'll say I need to work on a little more.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Alford's gonna make you watch a lot of film on that. I know guys aren't gonna play for him if they can't block out of that backfield. Ezekiel was pretty good at it, and JK definitely made some strides. So excited to see how you progress in that area. Speaking of Coach Alford and Coach Day, kind of last thing we'll touch on here is, have they, how often have you been keeping in contact with those guys, during this whole quarantine and just in general?
All the time. Coach Alford still hits me up every day. He stayed consistent when I was going through the process, and after I committed, still hits me up 3 times a day. Coach Day, he always hits me up, checking on me and the family. So both great dudes, though. Both great guys.
Yeah, what have they been telling you, just in general, and then also when it comes to, you getting ready to be a Buckeye, for next season?
Coach Alfred, we've been watching a lot of film together, things like that. Coach Day, same. We always talk about the culture, what the culture is like at the Ohio State University, how close the players are, and how when you get there, they're gonna treat you like brothers. They're gonna treat you like family.
That's awesome. And when are you planning on enrolling? Are you going to be an early enrolling guy, or are you going to wait till next June?
Yep, I'm gonna be an early enroll,
Nice.
January.
And what went into that decision for you?
What you say?
What went into that decision for you? Why
Uh,
enroll early?
just before I can go in and get the hang of stuff, get to working with the players, get to knowing the plays. That way, I didn't have to go in like late. I forgot when they enrolled, July and things like that. Then I'd just be lost. So I can go in and get all that information processed in early.
Yeah, well, again, fans are going to be super excited to have you early. I think it will give you a great opportunity to come in, as you said, learn the playbook, get used to the college life, go through spring ball, and have a chance to play early as a true freshman. Obviously, high expectations on you, but it seems like
Yeah.
you certainly are willing to meet the challenge. So,
Yeah.
Trevion, thanks for joining us today on Around the Oval. We hope you and your family continue to stay safe and wish you the best of luck as you head into your senior season.
Thank you.